It's going to get really confusing when you edit it down. There's going to be a bit like now that you want to put in at the beginning and just randomly got a cat from nowhere.
So next up we've got game packs. So these generally add more gameplay than the stuff packs, and they're usually priced about £15 in the UK. So they're pretty much double the price. So the first game pack that came out was Outdoor Retreat, which is the campfire. This added a new world called Granite Falls. In the new world, it's like a vacation campy sort of thing, where you can go camping or go log camping in a national park. There was a herbalism skill. You could also collect insects into your collection book. There was new traits that it gave you, there were new achievements, new aspirations, standard outfits, objects, and even new game interactions, and then also a few extra outdoor activities as well. So it was basically a holiday expansion. Take your Sims on holiday to the woods.
I've used quite a lot of these bits, these furniture and stuff in my house already. Table and chairs for outdoors, and the log sofa, the log bench. I've got a little fire pit in the garden of my house with 3 logs around it, just like I've always wanted.
When you first visit the woods, there's this little guy in a bear suit that comes round and starts talking to you like a park ranger, and then you can literally go from your log cabin, which is all set up, and you pay like 400 simoleons a day, and you can just explore the woods looking for butterflies and rocks and frogs and stuff.
Step 1, giant giraffe hat lamp. Step 2, Granite
Falls.
Oh, you can get a daisy chain necklace.
So I think this for me is a strong pack. It was a good first game pack.
Yeah, I quite like it. I like quite a lot of the furniture pieces. I like the styles. I like the gameplay, like you said. I want to try that. That's sold to me. Yeah, I'd be quite happy to put this in.
I'd say brilliant. I'd say A.
I was going to say A or B, but I'd be happy to put it in A. Yeah. Yeah.
So the next one that we had that came out was Spa Day. So it added a new building type, the spa. The pack also includes a new skill, which was the wellness, which is like meditation, as well as several new outfits, objects and game interactions related to a typical features found in a spa, like massages, meditation, mud baths, saunas and yoga.
There's a new weights bench here by the looks of it as well.
Yeah, this came out roughly at the same time as the fitness pack, the stuff pack, so it fit kind of well with both. Like the gym and the spa seems to be one and the same at the moment. If you leave your sim in the sauna for too long, they die from overheating. It's good when you're wanting to pamper your sims, but there's not as much reason to go to a spa. It's nice to do, but not something you need to do.
I'm not a big fan of the style of it, though.
It's very modern, isn't it?
It's yeah, and that's not me. I mean, I quite like the bamboo shoots and some of the grass stuff, the greenery.
What I really liked about the decor of it, I'm not usually a decor person, was the wall dividers. There's a wall divider that's like made of wooden slats you can see through, and then candles inside it as well. It was quite homely.
Oh yeah, that is cute.
Yeah, I do like some of them.
Pretty middle of the road, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel it's middle of the road.
Not really anything special about it, but then it's not particularly bad either. B.
Yeah, I agree.
Middle of the road. It's alright.
So this next game pack is Dine Out. Not gonna lie, I've had this one for absolutely ages and I've hardly touched it. This works quite well with the romantic pack and the vintage pack because it's all about glamour and going out and fine dining, but I just don't find where I've got the time to go out at 8 PM in the evening after you just worked all day and you're already tired and miserable.
I was going to say I like the fish tank.
But you can create your own restaurants and run them as a business in this pack. But there was also... It kind
of makes me want to try though now that I know it's here.
I've always wanted to do it, I've just never got around to it. But then there's cooking and there's gourmet cooking.
I quite like some of the furniture. I like the flowers. I like the wall scone thing. I like the round light fitting that comes from the hanging down light fitting. Some more plants that I like. Not bothered about the clothes, but it's all.
Where would you put this on the scale?
I feel the road. There's nothing special about it, but it's alright. There's some bits in there I like, but not. Yeah.
So I
wouldn't mind trying the the dining experience, trying to do it at some point and doing one of my own restaurant, but it's not high on priority list of things to do.
Should we put it around the same as the spa then? As a B?
The B. Yeah. So you get more in these, so they are generally going to be bigger. I'm not really taking into account the price that much, where I should be. How much are these ones? Are these like 15 quid, did you say?
15 quid.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was worth 15 quid at all.
Do you want to pop this down to OK then? Down one extra level?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to nudge my blue ones over to the far left, because they are the better of the packs within that category. So the next one we've got is the teeth, which I think you can probably guess is...
Vampire! What is it called? Nightlife or something like that?
Vampires.
Oh, okay.
Very original naming, aren't they? So this one, the official synopsis for vampires, allows Sims to become vampires with different powers and weaknesses. A new residential world with 5 lots, Forgotten Hollow, is also introduced. The pack also comes with a new aspiration, new lot traits, and numerous create Sims and build mode items that fit the darker vampire theme.
My inner Goth loves this pack.
When you become a vampire, you unlock your whole mood, do you know what you call them now, your hunger and stuff. They completely change to thirst, and you can't go out during the daytime, and it gives you like a book of vampire skills that you can learn as you learn up the vampire skill. So it's quite cool from a gameplay point of view how your game is flipped upside down. You're a night owl now rather than a day simmer. I don't know which side of the fence I'm on with this, because I don't like the idea of it being too overpowered.
Depends what you want out of the game, isn't it? The makeup is awesome. I've used a bunch of these statues as well in the house already. I quite like this set, to be fair.
It is a good set, and I like the fact it included a new world with it as well. See, the Dine Out pack and the Spa pack didn't come with a new world, it was just an extra lot type, a restaurant or a spa. This one's got a lot of new things to be put in there.
You know, do the vampires live in all the worlds?
Yes.
Okay, so no matter where I stay, settle, no matter where I try and live, there's going to be vampires there. If I buy some garlic and just leave it next to the front door, will they not be able to come in my house though?
I don't
if I only have one entrance into the property.
I honestly don't know. No.
Step 3.
Buy
garlic and put next to entrance.
If you do create a household in Forgotten Hollow, the new world, there's a higher chance you're going to bump into vampires, because that's where they all live.
I'm loving the hairdos in this. I'm loving the hair, I'm loving the makeup, I'm loving the furniture. Like in a Goth screams for this one. Start a vampire family. I didn't know vampires could have families. Is the head vampire always going to look like Nosferatu?
I think it's a standard sim, yeah. So,
I really want to put this on F.
I'll do it.
Super.
Yep.
I love this one. My inner Goth screams for it.
And then we go to the complete opposite next. So this is the family of 3 people. Parenthood. So this one allowed adult Sims to control the shape of their children and teens' life. So children could swear, get acne, do school projects and lots more.
Stop having acne!
Toddlers, children and teens can now be rebellious to their parents and siblings, and parents can treat this new behaviour by being strict, nurturing, and hope good things will come. So this is quite cool, because I've seen this in game where you have like a meter. You could be super strict.
Looking at the acne spot.
No. You could be super strict with them and get everything that you want academically, but they're going to hate you because of it.
And they're going to be an asshole. There's a few nice pieces in there, but overall, it's not really something that inspires me to play Sims.
I'd like to get around to it at some point. I think I would never go out of my way to make a toddler sim and create a sim and play from there, but if my Sims were ever to have a kid, I probably would play it properly and play through. So I think it's a nice thing to have, but not something you need to have.
I get it's nice for people to have, if that's their thing. I totally understand that. Like I understand that the total Goth one might not be for you, but I love it. There is quite a lot in there, and it is a good addition to the game. It's just not for me. So I might be tempted to put this in C or even B, just to say like it's probably more than what I expect it to be. Just not my thing.
I'm happy to put it in C, because don't think I'm happy to go C with this one.
Okay, so in C.
If you were to put it in C though, is it better or worse than the Dine Out pack?
I'd play Dine Out.
Okay.
Are you the other way? Oh.
I'm the other way, you know. But I'll put it there. I'll agree with on that one. Sorry, I'm juggling a cat now. She's suddenly appeared. Next up is Jungle Adventure.
It's going to get really confusing when you edit it down. There's going to be a bit like now that you want to put in at the beginning and randomly got a cat from nowhere. And the kid was just going to keep turning up and disappearing.
So yeah, this is
what are we doing now?
Jungle Adventure. So this one, I genuinely up front, this should be one of the best of the best, without a shadow of a doubt. Adds a new destination world called Selvadorada, and new food, new dance moves, music are added. Ancient artifacts and mysterious relics can be excavated and examined. So this game for me is a holiday pack. It's basically Mexico. You pay for a holiday, you stay in one of the different chalets, and then if you want to get involved in the Salvadorian culture, you can do that, food, trinkets and stuff, and earn skill. Or you can go to the ruins and start temple diving and trying to find little trinkets that can make your Sims.
I think I've done this one on PlayStation. I think I've actually gone and done the holiday a little bit.
Yeah, I love it.
I also noticed I have used a lot of this pack in my houses. There's little bits in this that I didn't even realise was from this that I've used. A lot of the plants. I love the plants in this one. They're very lush. And they go, quite a lot of them go in any garden as well, surprisingly. The windows and doors I really like, but I don't think I've used any yet. Because I like big open windows. I've used a couple of the light fittings. I've used that kitchen, the cabinets everywhere. I think every house in different colours. The fridge set and the cooker set I use all the time. I love the fireplace. Oh, the carpet, the rugs. I've used all the rugs because I love the colours in them. Yeah, I've used a lot of this in all my buildings, so I'm happy to put this in the top.
I think it's brilliant. I love this pack. I definitely think this is a top
Bravo,
pack.
second. Yeah, I'm happy to put it in the top pack. Is it the Aztec face?
Yeah. Now, I honestly think this is better than the vampire one, but you're going to disagree with me, so I'll happily put it second to the vampire.
No, I'm happy to put it at the top one. I use pretty much everything in this pack in most of my houses, so I completely agree with you on that.
This is quite good for you to do as well, because you're quite new to a lot of these packs, so you're starting to get used to what it is you need. Yeah, I know I'm doing this. Next one we've got is Strangerville. So Strangerville adds a new residential world named Strangerville, and there's a mystery to be solved, a new aspiration, build node items, and general create a sim stuff. So this is the pack where the people walk around really weird, and there's a mystery to be solved. It's a bit like an 80s movie. You have to like figure out what's causing the problem, the body snatching, solve the mystery, but it just feels
Twin
like
Peaks style.
Yeah, but it just feels like after you've done it, you've done it.
I know, but can we just comment on how beautiful the windows and doors are? I mean, they're not all amazing looking in that seafoam green, which I'm actually starting to like that colour again, which is worrying. I prefer them in more of a, if you're going to go for that colour, go for more of a turquoise or a teal. But they are lovely. They go well in lots of different colours, to be fair.
It feels like you're playing a story. You're trying to hack into the police, you're trying to find evidence for what's gone down to try and solve the mystery. So it is fun the first time you play it through, but if it's worth 15 quid, I don't feel it.
Mid. I quite like some of the bits. It's got, like you said that the first time you play it is good, it's just not got much replayability.
Especially in a game where replayability is its thing, where you play as 50 different people over the course of 5 years. Do you really want to play Strangerville 50 different times?
No, but then you've got that as the main bit that you've paid for, but then the replayability is all the stuff that you get off of it.
I'm happy to stick it in B.
Yeah, middle of the road?
Yeah, middle of the road. Do you think it's better than Spa Day or worse?
I think Spa Day probably has more in it that I liked.
Yeah, I agree. Pop that way around. Next one is Realm of Magic.
I think I'm probably going to like this one.
Adds 2 new worlds, Glimmerbrook and the Magical Realm. Adds spellcasters and magical gameplay, as well as a Nouveau style build mode items and 3 different styles of spellcaster creator sim items.
I love the windows. They are awesome.
It took me a while to realise with this that there's 2 worlds. When I first got it and I'm in Glimmerbrook, I'm like, is this it? And then I realised there's a little magic portal down near the water, and if you go through that, that's where you get to that fancy floating land with all the different districts.
Ah.
And that's where you become a spellcaster and learn the craft. It gives you a spell book as well, where you have to learn like 30 different spells. One might be to do better at cleaning.
Liking the few bits of furniture you get in it, and I'm liking quite a lot of the outfit stuff that you get. The costume stuff, I like quite a lot of that. And I like the hairdos as well that come with it. Some cool hair. So this one, I think, for me, would be an A.
You know what? Because it's got quite...
Maybe S at a push.
It's
if you want to go in S, I'd be happy to put it in S. But...
I think so, because it's got just as much gameplay, if not more, than the vampires. So I would have got that to an S. If I was to put in an S though, I'd probably bump vampires down a bit.
Yeah? Put it in between the 2 that are already in there. Is that what you're saying?
I think vampires probably down to an A, not an S.
Really?
I think if you're saying you like all the decor from vampires, then that's what put that as an A, but you're liking the decor and some of the gameplay as well in this one, surely that must put it a league above.
Fair enough, yeah. I'll move it down, but it's going on in front of the candle.
Oh yeah. And the last one, Star Wars.
D.
Should we just
Don't
stick it in
care.
D? Let's just
Don't even care. Do not care about Star Wars. Anything that's Star Trek, be on it. Star Wars, no, I don't care.
Here's the thing though. Let's now figure out whereabouts on the D scale it is. Is it above all the stuff packs? Or do you think it should be below some of the stuff packs? I just don't get it. I just think it's a cash grab. I don't see it as an addition to Sims gameplay personally.
Oh, you can have a lightsaber battle.
Let's just leave it where it is. Like...
Bottoms. I honestly don't care about Star Wars. My brothers, if they ever see this, would disown me saying that, but I do not care. So before you judge me and think that I'm not in sci-fi and therefore I don't understand Star Wars, I do love sci-fi. I love Star Trek. I love The Expanse. Star Wars to me is now overdone. And in fact, it doesn't even... That's not my type of story. I don't like the them versus us that Star Wars always has. I like Star Trek. Star Trek's normally like, you know, there's a good, you know, they're trying to see the best in everyone and they're trying to make, you know, get everyone together. It's not them versus us. It's come on, join us. We'll all be great together. Yeah. Star Trek is more. Well, maybe my values are shaped around Star Trek. I don't know.
Alright, Janeway.
What came? Like strong female role models, Janeway all the way.
So yeah, do you want to just stick it in D and be done with it?